The government-mandated push on selling more and more electric vehicles simply does not correlate to the demands of the market, and when you remove the government subsidy training wheels, it all comes crashing down. The car industry response to this is to ask for yet more subsidies and more grants. Buckle up, let's get into it. Welcome back to yet another realistic look at electric vehicles. If you enjoy this type of content, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Higher repair costs, inconvenience, high public charger prices, devastating depreciation. Take your pick of any of the above as to why the public are turning their back against electric vehicles. However, do bear in mind the days of manufacturers being informed by market trends is over as they're forced to adhere to these EV mandates. The truth is, when these generous subsidies are removed, the public are reverting back to purchasing petrol and diesel cars. Let's take a look at the article and the standard together. So the automotive industry issued renewed pleas for electric car purchase incentives after new figures showed a decline in the vehicle's market share, the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, SMMT, said. EV registrations rose by 3.8% from a year earlier, compared with a 10% advance in the overall car market. Hybrids and petrol-powered cars showed the strongest growth. What gains EVs did achieve in March were driven entirely by fleet and business purchases, with sales to ordinary drivers dropping, the SMMT reported. A sluggish private market and shrinking EV market share show the challenge ahead. Manufacturers are providing compelling offers, but they can't single-handedly fund the transition indefinitely. Government support for private consumers, not just for business and fleets, would send a positive message and deliver a faster, fairer transition on time and on target. Here's the thing though, there are already good incentives in place. 5% VAT for those who choose to charge at home and zero road tax, despite arguably taking more of a toll on our roads due to their increased weight. How much more incentive is going to be required to perpetuate a market that doesn't exist? And where will the money come from? Well, of course, it's the taxpayer. It's me and you. So even those of us who do see the shortcomings of these vehicles are still made to contribute in one way or another. We live in a time of huge inflation. Financial difficulties are commonplace for many out there. Yet those charging EVs are still the ones receiving these subsidies and also rebates from energy companies as well. To go asking for more, it just seems obscene. A closing thought for you here. Imagine the same amount of resource and money had been spent further refining petrol and diesel engines. Even without the billions of pounds that have been invested into EVs, internal combustion engines have continued to develop over the years exponentially, decreasing emissions whilst improving their performance. The market would undoubtedly be booming. Instead, I think we'll continue to see used car prices rise. I think we'll continue to see the closure of used car dealerships, especially small ones, as they struggle to find stock. People are hanging on to their cars longer and longer now. As for the used EV market, well, we've already seen the steep depreciation trends that these cars suffer. Who can blame consumers for not wanting to buy a used EV when a problem with a battery could end up costing them half of the entire car again? And also, the supply continues to increase. Company cars, 3 and 5 year lease deals are coming to an end. People are handing these cars back and you just can't resell them.